Yo yo, this is Dead to Rights once again for the Mega Reviewing channel. Today it will be the TV shows that I like. Today it's going to be G and H, so this should be fun. First of all, it's obviously G, and it's the Gadget Show. Now this started on, I'm pretty sure, Channel 5, and started in the year 2010. Literally still going to this day, which is pretty awesome because of the fact that it's literally got 212 episodes, which is just seriously beyond any means, well, by no means a small feat. It's kick-ass. They've had 16 series, and fair play, they are pretty kick-ass. Okay, yeah, there's some of their crew has changed, but they're still pretty kick-ass at what they do. The gadgets that they show are awesome, but some of them you think to yourself, yeah, if I was a millionaire, then maybe I'd possibly buy it, but other than that, there's no point in showing us the gadgets. Next is a TV series that started in the year 94, only lasted 3 years, 97 obviously, had 3 series and 78 episodes. It's the animated series called Gargoyles. This was actually not a bad series. I like the fact that they tried to make it so that kids were like interested in like gargoyles, and like they thought to themselves, oh yeah, what if this came alive? And it really gave like kids like a bit of more imagination, like, oh, this gargoyle could be alive, but you don't know it. It kind of worked, not that much, but it did work. Next is a series that starred Jennifer Love Hewitt. It's actually not a bad series. Okay, yeah, I understand the fact that some people were saying that, oh yeah, well, she's got really boring voice, and the only time that her voice kind of changes tone is when, oh, she gets excited, or shocked or whatever. But Ghost Whisperer, it's not a bad series. Well, it had 5 series, so not bad. Started from the year, obviously 2005 to 2010. Only had 105 episodes though, so wasn't that bad. But like I say, it only had a certain amount, which is kind of surprising considering it had 5 series. You think to yourself, well, 5 series, you technically have more than that, but whatever. Next, it is a series that starred Nicholas Lyndhurst from Only Fools and Horses. I almost forgot that. This was actually not a bad series. He was a accidental time traveller because he found this, what seemed like, I don't know, gateway to Britain in the World War II, when they're like, air raid shelters and bombs were going around. Good Night Sweetheart. It's pretty kick-ass. Obviously started from the year 93 to 99. Only had 6 series, but it had 58 episodes. So yeah, they must have spaced that out quite a bit, because that's quite a lot less than you think it is. I mean, even if it was like 10 episodes per series, that's still 2 less. So I don't know, maybe they just gave up with it because it was just getting boring or whatever. But I remember the first series when it first came out, and it was pretty awesome. I like the fact that Nicholas Lyndhurst really did kind of play this guy that had 2 lives technically, and technically 2 women, so he was kind of like a bigamist. Funny though, very funny indeed. Next is actually not a bad series. I remember having some of the books as well, like Go Eat Worms and I can't remember. Oh, TikTok and You're Dead. It was just like, what? Goosebumps. It was actually not a bad TV series. Had 4 seasons. Started from 95 to 98. Only had 74 episodes, but it's pretty kick-ass. I like the way they did it, and it's like almost most of the episodes were like, if you do a certain thing, you have actions and consequences. Pretty good. I like the way they did it. Right. So first, beginning of the H's is Happy Days. Pretty kick-ass. I must admit, when I first saw the episodes, it must have been in at least the, I don't know, 8th season, because it had like 11 series or seasons or whatever. 250 episodes. 250, man. That's insane. Okay, yeah, I understand the fact that they did change some of the characters, but it's just insane. It really is. They had 10 years from 74 to 84, but it just really was friggin' insane. It's like, I don't understand what their ideas were behind some of the episodes. I remember one of the episodes It was Fonzie was teaching people in like either school or university. Pretty sure it was a school, and he was teaching them about like motors and all that. It's really weird. It's like some of the episodes are just okay. Yeah, that makes no sense. You know, he's the king of cool. Why is he going to teach people stuff like this? But it was pretty good because I like the fact that he was teaching them about motorbike engines and stuff. So yeah, pretty kick-ass. Next is a TV series that basically reviews other TV series in a way. Harry Hill's TV Burp, pretty kick-ass. It really is. Obviously from 2001 to present, because of the fact that it's still going just strong. Pretty kick-ass. Pretty sure the next season's going to be out sometime soon, so it should be awesome. Had 11 series or seasons, obviously. 160 episodes, not including the ones that are like specials and all this. But it's pretty kick-ass. I like the fact that he does certain things like, oh, I like this, but I also like this. What would win in the fight? There's only one way to find out. Fight! It's awesome. I like it. Next is an animated TV series that I thought was pretty kick-ass. I like the way that they didn't explain how his head got the shape it was. It's a bit like Stewie Griffin. It didn't really explain how his head got the shape it was, but yeah. Hey Arnold. It's not bad. I mean, yeah, that Olga used to call him, like, you know, well, football head. So yeah. 96 to 2004 is when it ran from. 5 series, and 100 episodes. Not too bad, not too bad. I like the way it worked. I like the way most of the episodes were really weird and just like, you know, they didn't really deal with everyday like life. They just dealt with like kind of things that they thought were important, I guess, in a way. Maybe, who knows. Next, this is an epic like TV show, and series and seasons are just awesome. I like the fact that the first and the pilot episode was just really awesome. It just threw you in there, like his team had been together with him for like years already, and they just didn't really explain where it came from, but it's awesome. House, 2004 to present, 8 seasons, 169 episodes, and it will be ending pretty soon, I'm pretty sure. I'm not too sure when exactly, but pretty soon. Yeah, pretty awesome. I like the way it's done. Not much I can say about it, to be honest, other than the fact that it really is awesome. If you catch any of the episodes, it's a bit like Columbo, the way he deducts what's going on, what this person hasn't told them, or what they have told them, and certain things, and like backstory, how he figures out what it's doing. Okay, obviously his character has changed because of the fact that he was in a relationship with Cuddy, but that switched, and yeah, I may have spoiled it a little bit, but here you go. Next is a TV show that's actually pretty kick-ass. I like the way that it's done. Yeah, okay, you don't see the presenter, but then who needs to? It's really cleverly done, the way they say how it's made, and that's what it's called. Pretty kick-ass. From 2001 to present day, I'm pretty sure it's still going. 18 series and 234 episodes. Kick-ass or what? Exactly. I like the way that most of the time it's about stuff you don't really think of like being really that interesting, but pencils, pretty good the way they make it. I'm just saying it's pretty kick-ass. I like the way they do it, and yeah, different things like that. It's pretty kick-ass. Anyway, lastly, of the H and of the G to H's, it's going to be Hustle. No, this is the UK one, not the US one, so yeah, sorry about that, but there we are. 2004 to February of this year, literally 8 series and only 48 episodes, which kind of like baffled me, because I thought, well, I thought they would have had more episodes than that, you know, because of the fact that it's had 8 series, so it didn't make any sense. I was a little bit confused, but then I liked the way that they had a change of some of the actors in it, like I can't remember his name. Damn it, it's annoying. They just changed some characters, but it doesn't make any sense for the reason why they've only got like a few episodes. Maybe they only had a few in the year, and then that was a season or a series, you know. But the fact that it's pretty cleverly done, the way they conned the way into different like people's businesses, and they stole different people's money and stuff like that. It's Pretty cows. Oh, excuse me. Oh, anyway, it's now 11:15 on the 26th of the 3rd, 2012. I'm dead to rights. It's been mega reviewing of the G to H of the TV series that I like. Next should be I and J, but we'll see about that. Anyway, catch you guys later. Keep it safe.